Hey y'all. Y'all remember me, Helen? Helen can't imagine? Well, I had a kind of a long break today from my caregiving duties and I was really wanting a chocolate cake. And then I thought, oh, a chocolate cake with praline sauce would be good. So I went to the pantry. I had a cake mix that was needing to be baked before it expires. So I pull it out and it's not chocolate. Well, it was, a yellow or butter recipe cake. I thought, well, I'm not letting that stop me. I want some cake with some praline sauce. So that's what I'm going to make. Now I'm going to add butter. I'm going to add 4 eggs instead of 3. And instead of water, I'm going to use buttermilk. And I'm going to add a half a cup of ricotta cheese. Is it going to work? I have no idea. But I just feel like getting in my kitchen and experimenting because I hadn't been in here cooking. And, if it doesn't turn out, well, I guess I'll have a lot of cake to eat. If it turns out halfway decent, I'll share some of it with my sister. So, let me get started. Alright, I'm going to pour in this cake mix. I already have 5 tablespoons or a third of a cup of butter that's been softened. It's already in this pan. And I'm going to add the buttermilk and the ricotta cheese. Okay. I'll give that a stir a little bit. And I'm going to add 4 eggs. And your eggs should be room temperature. But mine are not. I just don't have a lot of time today, so I'm just going to run through this. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. But I need to use up some of the things that I haven't been cooking with. And this is going to be, well, I don't know how it's going to be. And I'm going to put a couple of links below for a couple of other people who have YouTube channels that cook. I'll be right back. Okay, I had to get some vanilla. I don't measure my vanilla. I just put it in there. Okay. What I was going to say is I want to link to Mary Ella This and That. She's put out some great dishes. Just some of them are simple, some of them are a little complicated, but she made some baked beans the other day, and I thought, I hadn't made baked beans in, I don't know, 35 years. And when I get back to cooking, I want to make some. And the other channel is my cousin. She is at A Southern Woman's Lifestyle. And she posted today a pineapple cake. She had made pineapple curd and spread it over the top of a 9x13 cake. Poked holes in it, poured the pineapple curd on top, and then she made a frosting of, I think it was butter and powdered sugar and some of that pineapple curd. Oh, I bet that thing was good. Anyway, I want y'all to check out their pages and see what they're cooking. So let me get started on this. Okay, I beat that for 2 minutes. Get this in here in this 9 by 13, which I spread butter in. And I forgot to preheat my oven, so I'm waiting on that. And I'll let this sit for just a little bit. Oops. And no, I didn't clean my kitchen. I thought if I spend time cleaning my kitchen, I'll run out of time, so I'd rather be making this cake to show y'all and to have it ready before I have to leave out again. And while the cake is cooking, I can be making the praline sauce and whatever else I need to do before I leave. Okay, I don't lick cake bowls. I never have. I don't know why. It's not because of the raw eggs. I would rather have my cake done. Okay, now I'll be putting this in the oven in just a little bit. Okay, while I'm waiting on the oven to get warm, I'm gonna take these pecans. I put them in the air fryer on the egg setting, which is like 250, and left them in there for about 12 minutes. And I also put some coconut in there. I thought, oh, I need to use up my coconut too. And I'll just chop these up. And of course the coconut, you can hear it. It's real dry. But when it hits that praline sauce, it'll soak up that sauce and it'll have a nice toasty flavor. So I'll be back. Okay, I'm going to make the praline sauce. I've got 1 stick of butter melted. I'm going to add 1 cup of brown sugar. It calls for light brown sugar, but I always buy dark brown sugar. So if you want to use light, you can. Stir that around. Okay, you want that brown sugar to melt. That's a stick of butter, cup of brown sugar, and now 1 cup of whipping cream. Yes, if you have heart troubles, diabetes, other health issues, maybe you shouldn't eat this cake. That's why I like to share what I make with my sister or my daughter, so they can share in the calories with me. And you want this to get mixed up pretty good. I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit and keep stirring it till it blends real good. And I got the cake in the oven. Okay, that's gotten blended. I turned it on high and stirred it real good. I didn't stop, I just kept stirring it. Now I've got it down, turned it down. And I'm going to have to keep it warm. I'll just put it on very low so that it'll stay warm, so when I take the cake out, I can pour it over the cake. Now we need a teaspoon of salt, a little bit of vanilla, looks like brown gravy, like you could pour it over mashed potatoes. Okay, now I'm going to add the toasted pecans and coconut. Okay, so it's done. Now this would be good. You could pour it over, you know, any kind of cake you wanted, you know, a spice cake or a butter cake, a chocolate cake. You could pour it over vanilla ice cream or butter pecan ice cream. Any of that would be good. So I'm just going to keep it on very low. And I'll be back when the cake is ready. Okay, y'all, the cake is ready. I cut out the corner to see if it was ready. And it is. It's not dense, it's done. Normally, if I had a bottom burner, I wouldn't be worried about that. But since I don't have a bottom burner, then I wanted to check. Okay, I'm gonna use my ice pick, make some holes. I wish y'all tell me, how do you use your ice pick? Ice only, or do you use it for other things? I've used it here recently for something, but I don't remember what I did. But it's good for all kinds of stuff. So I'm just going to poke these holes in here, and maybe some of that praline sauce will get down in there. And make it taste good. In the past, I have used a wooden spoon that was round, but all the wooden spoons I have are, you know, square on the ends, like that. I don't want to use that. That's too big. Although this one's kind of small. Let me try this. Oh, that makes big old holes. I won't use that. Okay. I'll just go with the ice pick. Okay. Now, let me spread some of this sauce on there. And if there's any left, you can just put it in a jar and save it for, you know, ice cream. Maybe some vanilla ice cream with a banana and some of this praline sauce. That might be good. And this praline sauce is different from the candy pralines, because they'll when they set, they're hard, like little candies. And this is just a sauce. Can't wait to have some. My sister loves cake, so she'll be surprised when I call her and say, would you like some cake? Some praline topped cake? She says, she'll probably say, yeah, I guess I could take some. She'll help me out with the calories. You know, I like making 3-layer cakes, but I didn't have time for a 3-layer cake today. So I'm just doing a 9 by 13. You know, I mean, a layer cake is always real festive looking. But if you're cooking for your family and they come in and they see you got cake, they really don't care if it's you know, a layer cake or sheet cake or 9 by 13. They just want to eat it. Okay, I'm going to take this little piece of cake right here and just put a little sauce on it. And I'll take a bite. Let me. Oh, well. I'm pleasantly surprised. This experiment turned out great. Got a nice flavor. It's moist. It's fluffy. Oh, I can't wait to have a big old piece of that with some black coffee. That'll really be good. And y'all, I could probably eat the whole thing, but I'm just not going to do it. I don't need all those calories. So anyway, okay. Got a butter cake, box cake made with the topping of praline sauce that's had pecans and coconut added. If you don't want pecans, put almonds in there. You know, have almonds and coconut, or don't have the coconut and have the nuts, or no nuts, or whatever you want. But I'm really pleased with the cake. So I added buttermilk instead of water. I used 4 eggs instead of 3. I used the amount of butter that was called for on the box, and then I added a 1/2 cup of ricotta cheese. So it turned out great. So y'all give it a try. Try it with a spice cake or chocolate cake, or whatever you want. And so I still have a little energy left, so I'm going to finish loading my dishwasher and get my kitchen cleaned up. So y'all have a good afternoon, a good evening, and remember, be kind to someone. Someone needs your kindness today. Bye. And I hope to see y'all real soon. I don't know when that'll be, but I'll be back.